Hello, I'm Donna O'Clock, Investigation Supervisor for the Accountancy Board of Ohio. In this role, I help Ohio's CPAs and firms ensure they are following Ohio's accountancy laws and board rules.
And I'm Ricky Johnson, Information Administrator for the board. My job is to communicate with licensees, stakeholders, and the public regarding Ohio's accountancy laws and board rules. If you currently hold a permit, you are required to complete continuing professional education. This tutorial will review CPE requirements and what to do if you are selected for CPE verification. We will also review how to document your CPE as well as some CPE reporting do's and don'ts. The general CPE requirements to renew a license are laid out here. For those of you who are newly licensed and renewing for the first time, your requirements are to earn 40 credits in any subject during your first 2-year license cycle. There are no annual minimums or subject matter requirements. Those kick in once you have entered your first 3-year licensing cycle. Renewing CPAs who renew a permit or permit employed in public accounting on a 3-year cycle have added requirements. They need to earn a total of 120 CPE credits during the 3-year period, to earn at least 20 credits in each calendar year, and to complete 3 credits of board-approved professional standards and responsibilities, or PSR. If you perform tax work, you are also required to complete at least 24 credits in taxation subjects marked clearly as such. And if you perform accounting, audit, or attest functions, you are required to complete at least 24 credits in CPEs marked as accounting and/or auditing, or AA.
It is the responsibility of the licensee to complete CPE which contributes to their professional competency and to track their CPE credits through the year. Here are some best practices. While you're earning your credits, check that your PSR or ethics course is approved by the board. A list of approved courses are listed on the board's website, acc.ohio.gov/PSR. Use CPE Audit Service to track your CPE compliance. This website is offered to all Ohio CPAs through the National Association of State Boards of Accounting, NASBA, and has automation which will track your CPE compliance with Ohio CPE rules. Be sure to review the board's CPE rules, which are listed on the board's webpage, or go to Ohio Administrative Code Section 4701-15. If you have non-traditional CPE to report, like credit for professional examinations or claiming CPE as an instructor, it is important to review the rules and contact the board if you have questions. And be sure you receive a certificate of completion with all required information. Required information will be reviewed later in this tutorial.
While you are reporting credits, be sure to follow these best practices. Only renew your license after you have checked that you have completed all CPE requirements. Be ready to report CPE credits earned per year and the amount of AA, tax, and PSR credits. Enter accurate CPE numbers in your renewal application. You are attesting to the accuracy of the information you report to the board when you renew. And finally, keep your CPE on file for 6 years per Board Rule 4701-15-03, paragraph B. Let's review what acceptable documentation and credits look like. Documentation for CPE programs must include a certificate of completion, or in the case of OSCPA, AICPA, or other providers, a transcript which includes the following information: the name and contact information of the CPE program sponsor, the participant's name, the title of the program, the date the program was completed, number of CPE credits completed, field of study, location of the program if applicable, type of instruction/delivery method, and verification by the CPE sponsor, i.e. a signature, seal, or other similar indicator.
Some things to remember when documenting your CPE credits. CPE courses marked AA, tax, and PSR must be clearly identified on the certificate of completion or on an official transcript issued by the provider. The board allows credit to be earned from a variety of areas of interest and only mandates PSR courses be pre-approved. While the board has guidelines for its registered CPE providers, other organizations are not bound by board rules. It is the duty of the licensee to obtain and maintain their CPE documentation. Each year, we see licensees who are unable to get a response or necessary documentation to back up their CPE reporting, leaving them short on CPE credits and subject to CPE non-compliance fines.
Some do's and don'ts when you're earning and reporting your CPE credits. Be sure to consider using CPE Audit service to track your compliance. Verify that your PSR course or courses are board approved. Review CPE rules in Ohio Administrative Code 4701-15, especially if you are claiming non-traditional CPE. Ensure you receive a certificate of completion for each course and that it contains the required information. When applicable, provider-generated transcripts are an excellent way to review your progress. Check that courses are labeled Tax, AA if being counted towards those requirements. And finally, contact us with questions and visit our website.
The don'ts of CPE reporting are entering estimated credits into your renewal application instead of reporting actual credits earned, assuming any course marked ethics is okay for PSR credit, sending in a course registration, slide deck, agenda, meeting invitation, or any other documentation that does not verify completion and credits earned, claiming credit for duplicate courses in the same 3-year reporting period, submitting a self-generated spreadsheet instead of certificates or transcripts, claiming more than 3 times credit as an instructor or more than 90 instructor credits in a reporting period, and finally, ignoring the CPE verification notice because you discover you have not met CPE requirements. So, you've been selected for CPE verification. The board makes a computer-generated random selection of 20% of renewing permit holders each renewal cycle. These selectees are required to submit documentation of their CPE compliance. Don't panic. Read the email carefully. If you have been tracking and reporting your CPE as recommended, you will be able to respond quickly. The email notice lists the ways you can submit your CPE to the board. First, via your e-license dashboard, under Options, then Submit Additional Documentation, and you can upload your CPE Audit Service Compliance Report, upload your CPE report form, and your CPE documents. We do prefer a single PDF of combined certificates for ease of review and response. The upload does need to be smaller than 10 megabytes, however. You can submit your CPE report form and your CPE documents via email to accbd-ohio@acc.ohio.gov. Attachments need to be smaller than 8 megabytes, and we can accept zip files via email. And finally, if you need to mail your documents to the board office, you may do so. Is this your 3rd consecutive time being selected? Let us know. Here are some more frequently asked questions. Question: I collected my documents and I do not have the credits required. What do I do?
Contact the board immediately. Doing so will mitigate penalties and potentially avoid license revocation.
Question: do my CPE credits need to come from an approved sponsor? I work in industry and receive training or development in my field.
Programs and training can be accepted for CPE credit if the program generates a certificate or other confirmation of successful completion, which includes the program name, sponsor name, and participant's name, the dates of attendance or completion, and the number of credits awarded, and the subject type. The program provider follows NASBA-sponsored guidelines by, at minimum, maintaining an attendance record, having qualified presenters, and keeping a copy of course materials presented.
Question: I took a professional examination. Does that earn CPE credit?
The board awards CPE credit for passing certain professional examinations/certifications. Credit is awarded in the year the certification was earned, and the amount of credits is based on the length of the exam, time, or number of questions. The requirements are outlined in Board Rule OAC 4701-15-04, paragraphs E and H. Please feel free to contact the board with any questions regarding your CPE requirements. You can call us, email us, or visit our website. A list of pertinent laws and rules regarding licensing are listed here. Thank you for joining us, and post in the comments below any other board topics you would like us to cover.